All right, what's up, everyone? This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, so don't base anything I say out these videos. I'm just doing it for pure entertainment purposes only. So, wait for a couple people to jump in. Hit the like button if you're in here. Don't forget to subscribe. A lot of people that comment on my page that actually even agree with me or maybe like the content that we post. And make sure to hit subscribe to the page if you haven't. I know it's easy to overlook sometimes, so like, subscribe, share, put rockets in the chat, all that shit. All right, we'll get started here. Looking into earnings today. Um, Obviously, we saw some of the reports come in earlier last week. They reported um, the earnings were good. I mean, they beat the earnings. They beat the last 12 consecutive earnings have been a beat. So um, very positive. Also announced that the popcorn did well for them. Also announced they're bringing in more snacks, more donut holes, more revenue, more things to bring in more cash. But like I said, they beat the earnings. That's 12 straight. Um, One thing I noticed, I looked at is the distribution. AMC only distributed two films last year, and that was Beyonce and Taylor Swift. With those two films, the only two films that they distributed, they were number nine in distribution companies as far as money revenue coming in. They beat out, like, I want to say, like MGM Studios. You know what I mean? So um, there was a couple of, I mean, just what I'm saying is two of them. That's it. Um, so I don't think it'll, maybe 280. I don't think it'll go that low. Sorry, I was just reading a comment. Possible, but I just don't think it will. Personally, I think we'll get down to that three mark, 298, and bounce back up. They did announce that they've diluted more through this whole process through these last few days. They're about halfway done with this dilution round, so um, that's there. But I took away a lot of positivity, good earnings, bright future, like we've talked about, for a while now. But to be the number nine ranked movie distribution company and only release two films, already got another one in works with Billie Eilish. So, you know, uh, they have a potential to be the number six, five, four movie production company. That's crazy. That in itself is a giant business. So they announced popcorn was making money. Um, the donut holes coming in. There's just tons of upside that I took from it. But I did notice that at the very end there was kind of like a shill tactic, to try to, I don't know. And I will say the shills are very quiet today and this last couple days, which means to me that they are out of the office, probably trying to come up with a new script, a new way to twist it. So there will be some new FUD. I can almost guarantee tonight, tomorrow, coming soon to a theater near you. But the FUD, a lot of people that dropped the FUD on my page haven't been existent the last couple days, and I do believe that's because they got to wait for their boss to pay or do the script. Just my personal opinion, not financial advice, no factual evidence, just my thoughts. But just notice it's not as many out. But I wouldn't be surprised to start seeing them tonight, tomorrow. They had to wait to the earnings to see what they're gonna to come up with against the company. They've nearly paid $1 billion off in debt. Debt was being restructured. They covered that. Um, so the debt thesis is dying quickly. Um, the dead theaters is dying quickly. The only thing they have, the only FUD they have that they can cling on to right now is that the CEO and the company is corrupt. That's it. And clearly, to me, it isn't true because they are doing things to keep the company moving forward. Um, so, you know, that's just my thoughts, my opinion on it. It was good. I would anticipate, it might go down a little bit. We had a nice little spike right before. I don't know if you noticed, it went up to like 330 or something like that. After hours, there was a little spike and then dumped right around the time they started talking about it. AMC had a great day today. GME was great yesterday. What are the odds? Exactly. So that's what, we just continue to hold. That's what I'm doing. I'm buying. I'm holding. I'm hearing people say that that's a horrible thesis to sell and rebuy in, and I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold. You have your own opinion on doing what you want to do, but for me, I'm just buying and holding. That's been my thesis all along, and that's just going to continue to be it. Um, I will say I've reached over 1,000 shares. Obviously, at this point, um, initially I thought I'd get to 1,000. Now I'm looking at 2,000 before I stop buying. Just gonna kick that can down the road a little bit further. Um, but yeah, with prices like this, I mean, if we were sitting at 20 or 30 a share, then yeah, I would have a little more trouble saying I'm buying in 1,000 more shares. So for now, my game plan is to try to get a few hundred more shares, get to that 2,000 mark. But good earnings, they beat it 12 years in a row. They beat the earnings, or not 12 years in a row. 12 the last 12 earnings have been a beat. Um, Debt's getting paid down. They've paid, I want to say since 2021, nearly $1 billion off of debt. So a lot of these things that were shilled or fear tactics are being removed. So like I said, the last thing they have is just to say the AA is corrupt and the board's corrupt. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about these things. It's not just like it's crazy to me. They're coming out literally telling you that that they're paying down debt, that they're coming up with new ways to keep the company going. Um, the AMC distribution company itself is above distribution companies that have been out for decades. They rank number 9 in distribution companies, beating out like MGM and other huge names, and they only put two films out this year. So, um, yeah, it's tough to say. For me, I don't like to sell shares of one company to buy another company specifically. You know what I mean? But I have done it before. GME, I do think has some potential as well. I still think they have some more potential. So GME is still it's a different monster though. It's a different. I don't have enough DD. I've been doing a little more on it. I've been buying in and out of GME. So if you're a GME ape, I'm sorry, I haven't been holding. But let's see. I got messages coming in here. Well, I mean, obviously, you do what you want to do. You have your own, financial decisions. For me, you do what you do. I can't tell you what to do because who knows? Maybe you say do that, and then I say, yeah, I wouldn't do that, and then all of a sudden tomorrow GME goes to like $2 or something, and you're like, oh my god. So you have to be, make your own decisions on that type of thing. Um, but that's just what I do. I personally, I've been buying and selling GME. I've got some long term holds that I haven't touched in a different broker, but I've been making profit off it. And I guess in essence, I guess I have been using profit towards because I've been still buying AMC and I haven't sold none of that. So, um, Virgin Galactic, I have not really looked too much into it. I'd have to check it out. But Donkey Kong, what's up, man? Over 6K AMC shares and still adding. You're gonna be a rich man if this thing ever hits, man. um, but yeah, all in all, the AMC earnings were good. They talked about paying off debt. They talked about future plans. And there's still more things rolling forward. Alcohol, that'll be big. The donut holes are bringing in the shakes, their own snacks, pretty much pizza. You know, closing down theaters that are not producing, updating theaters that are producing. It's just a lot of good. You know, it's it's going to be an interesting next couple of weeks to see what type of FUD is being spread. It's going to be heavy too. Like I said a couple weeks ago, man, the FUD is going to get stronger and thicker. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something. It always is. But they consistently kind of beat that FUD and then beat that FUD. Put the FUD in front of us and we'll beat it. Beat your FUD. Oh, shit. New channel name. Beat that FUD. Sorry, guys. I was in the back room beating my FUD. I'm not in the front. I'm in the back beating my FUD. Why I ought to beat the FUD out of you. All right. Anyways, that's what I'm saying. For now, that's all I got, really. Positive, positive, positive. Good things coming. As far as the line price, who knows? Should go up. Probably won't. We'll see. I do anticipate a run at some point and try to shake people off, I don't know how high it'll go. I always expect it to be around that 30, 40 mark, but I think they might try to shake people off sooner just because. Anyways, that's it, man. Just want to jump in and say that earnings was good. AMC's distribution is huge. Popcorn is huge. Those two companies alone could just do something by themselves, minus the theater. So you add the theater coming back alive, it's going to be a different monster. AMC has now got so many streams of income, multiple sources of income coming into that one business. It'll be insane once the theaters are up and booming like normal again. They're going to be a very wealthy company, and I think being a shareholder will pay off because I like the stock. Don't forget to like, subscribe. If you comment on here, check the page. Make sure you're subscribed. That way you get, I don't know, subscribed. You don't really get anything out of it, I guess, come to think of it. So I guess you don't really have to subscribe if you don't want to. That's up to you. All right, man. Have a good day. Be blessed. Let me get out of here. Oh, let's see. Will another RS? No. I don't see that in the future. I mean, obviously, I can't guarantee anything, but no, I can't imagine another reverse split. There will be FUD about that. That's one I forgot about. Yep. Since Chapter 11's off the table, they're going to say stuff like reverse split, or they only got enough money for a few months now, and da-da-da. So watch for those things, in my opinion. Who knows? 2026, I will own the float. That's what's up. Let me in. Let me in the vineyards. He's going to own the float. Yes. But Donkey Kong says stop treating your investments like a one-night stand. Start treating them like a long-term relationship. That's right. Take care of that long-term investment, man. Exactly. I don't think I could have said it any better. With that note, let's treat AMC like a long-term relationship instead of a one-night stand. And let's beat that FUD. Have a good night, man. Peace.